Yeah, he's got a quest line. Like, he proceeds through, like, Oh,
Oh
bitch.
shit!
I was
Where the
talking,
fuck did that
bro.
guy come from, dude?
You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you?
I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, I didn't think you're gonna think it's a masterpiece or anything, but I thought it was enough for you to at least play it. I thought you'd like
Yeah,
it.
I think the gameplay was good. I think the way the game's really set itself apart from like a Souls game is definitely in the traversal.
Yeah,
It I would say is like combat wise, it reminds me of Lies of P. Like they do very similar things.
yeah.
But you're just like way more movement oriented.
And yeah, and I will say this, like the gameplay was fun. I was telling you that it felt like a hybrid of multiple games into one
Sure.
game. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing. Platforming at times and felt almost like an Uncharted game.
Yeah.
Which not a bad thing, you know. Uncharted's great. But I think what really helped that game is that I mean the IP really drives
Oh,
that game
yeah.
for me in particular. Like I'm willing to admit that it's like not the like. There's probably a little bit more polish that could have gone into that game. There's probably some more experimentation they could have done
No,
with
but
their ideas.
I
But
don't think it
Respawn
does
did
anything egregious.
right, and but Respawn did a pretty solid job. It's nice that it's canon too, so it's fun to go through the story as a Star Wars fan. But yeah, just I mean, Star Wars games in general are just fun. As
Plus,
fuck for me,
I have
so.
a new like Halloween costume that I don't know if you noticed this, but you can hit this stupid box.
Yeah,
and
I found that out after I killed all of them.
plus, it's just a new Halloween costume for me to get down on whenever I feel like.
Yeah,
So
for real.
all I need is a poncho, my work boots, and I'm
A
kind of chilling.
lightsaber. Dude, I just let you borrow one of mine.
You have a spare poncho?
No, but I have a lightsaber. Yeah, dude, I'm glad you like it. You think you'll eventually at some point get around to the sequel?
Oh, most definitely, most
Cool,
definitely.
man.
And then when the trilogy.
Yeah, Respawn said they're making a third one, so
Yeah, I'm super down. I'm not like wildly in love with the game. It's not like the game blew me away, but it did enough to like keep me wanting to come back for more. And I think that's all I could really ask for the game. Dude, these motherfuckers. Guys, come on. Like, we rehearsed this.
come on, dude.
You're supposed to let me,
You're venturing off the script.
motherfucker. Dude, I'm talking here. There we go. I had a lot kind of I didn't expectations is the wrong word, but like there were people that like such as yourself that are just like, dude, like you would love the Star Wars games, like you need to play them on the hardest difficulty, and like so many people were just like, play the shit at its hardest, and like we want you
Right.
to suffer. And I was just
Right.
like, it wasn't that bad as far as like difficulty wise.
Oh, the goddamn arena area with the bounty. That part, God, I was stuck on that for fucking ever.
Those are.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's
part.
some items down there. I don't want to grab them because that's a girl dragon right there, and I'm not about
You
that
can go to
life.
the bottom left though. I think I did go all the way down there to the bottom left. There was something under them.
Yeah, it's my hopes and prayers. Hey, fellas.
That's all I did. I did not go further up. I don't think.
Dear God. Dude, thank God we just have to worry about my internet working properly and not dragons.
Yeah, for fucking real.
Our
Fluffy, down. This is fucking
nice, dude. We got some more fucking weed.
the fucking dragon. It's just your pet.
Oh, you're a girl dragon. Dude, Colt is a dragon for real.
Yeah, for real.
Jesus Christ. Honey, get the kids! The dragon's back! I'm out of here. Yeah, not blown away, but pleasantly surprised. I mean, the best part about the game was, like, seeing all the cutscenes and stuff like that. The gameplay was solid, like, but the gameplay didn't blow me away by any means. Like, it was fine. It was totally serviceable. And I think there's too many people that have a problem with, like, just saying gameplay is serviceable. It's like, what do you mean? This is, like, the greatest fucking...
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But no, serviceable. Like, I mean, but I feel like I'm much more critical than a lot of people I know are.
Sure.
And I mean, it gets me into trouble sometimes. It do.
Yeah.
But I just have this thing where like even to this day I still feel like I haven't run into like a 10 out of 10 game. Like
Yeah.
I think there are games that have like scraped that line. But I think establishing what a 10 out of 10 is also very important. Motherfucking
Sure,
bastard bitch.
Yeah, I think I have more 10 out of 10 games in my like list of games that I really like than you do for sure. I'm more critical, I think, when it comes to like film and shows than most people. I feel like video games, I tend to be a little bit more lenient because, I mean, all subjective opinions aside, it's like, did I ultimately like, is the gameplay great, and
I don't want to die.
and did I have a lot of fun with the game? You know, like,
Not like this.
come on. Oh, come on, run, no, you're still alive, you're still alive.
Sorry, boys. Can we pick this up later? Yep.
Gang shit, dude. Yeah, fucking heal up.
Have a good one. And I'm out that bitch.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I played. Oh, granted, I haven't beaten Silent Hill 2, but I don't think, with how dope the year was this year, I don't think I played a 10 out of 10 game this year.
I think the closest thing I have to a 10 out of 10 is Batman Arkham Knight. Like, and that's about it.
You haven't played anything since then that's a 10 out of 10?
No, because, God, and I'm sorry, you guys hear us glaze this game enough as it is, but it does so much of everything you could ask for in a game, like, between the combat, the narrative, even the side missions feel as quality as, like, the main plotline unfolding.
Yeah.
The voice acting, the audio and sound design, and, like, the composition of the music, the traversal, everything is at such a precipice in that game that it's hard to say where the weaknesses are. And I think the only weaknesses that do show up is that, I did not mean to do that. I've been playing too much Jedi. Is that those games don't translate boss fights the best. But that's literally about it, I would say.
Yeah. I think I've got a few 10 out of 10 games that...
Mother bastard bitch.
I mean... It's to a point where I'm like worried about, I don't want to overhype these games for you, just because, like, you know, I don't like that when that happens for me. I try to put all those opinions aside so that way I can go in and like be surprised, you know.
These spear motherfuckers, bro.
Oh, these guys fucking
I'm getting some
suck,
flare-ups in traffic
there you
right
go.
now.
Right there. But no, Red Dead 2, obviously. Like, that's one of those games where I'm like, it's just, I just love it, dude. I think everything about that game is just great. And it's not the fastest paced game ever. It's actually a really much slower paced game. But that's what I love about it, is like, it really lets you take your time to just soak in what you're doing. And also one of the, like, probably the best story I've played in a game, in my opinion. And then God of War Ragnarok is also a 10 out of 10, I think. That game is... I fucking love that game, dude. I'm thinking about maybe replaying those. I really would like you to play them too. I think you'd enjoy the combat a lot.
If you guys want to see it on the channel, let us know.
Fuck it, dude. Yeah, I'd be down, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Can you, excuse me, sir, would you mind?
There's enough difficulty in that game too, dude, with the side shit that's in there, that I think you would really enjoy it. Like, I think that game would be right in your wheelhouse. You didn't play the originals though, did you?
No. Those are games I would love to get to. Nothing against them. It's just I happen to miss out on them.
Honestly, maybe we should do it for the channel, dude.
Hey,
You
why
play the
not?
very first one on the PS2. I have it on PS3.
Fuck it. Dude, I'm
You
trying...
might have to censor out some certain shit in those older
Oh,
games.
no, I'm
there's
gonna
some
zoom in,
titties and shit.
enhance, baby.
I mean, I'll show you it. We'll just have to cut it out.
It's like when your dad shows you like the first nudie mag or whatever, and like it's the unfolding pages. Like, oh yeah, look at this shit, baby.
He just pulls out like a golden chest and just pops the locks on it. Light comes out of it. This has been passed down for generations.
Don't mind the pages that are stuck together.
Oh shit!
We have made it to Yulden Boss, the old phalanx.
Fairly quick, by the way. Much quicker than me. Holy shit! It took me.
I have a little bit of a background. I feel like it's unfairly stacked in my favor, but dude, yeah, I mean, there's a reason I adore these games. Dude, flame on. All right, boys, this is where boys become men. Welcome everyone to the phalanx. This is not that impressive a boss. I think.
I like how you built that up though. Like that's.
Thank you. I'm working on my commentary.
Yeah, dude, we're fighting the Spartans from 300 right now.
This is Wendy's. Yeah, so if it's not apparent, they make it pretty prevalent that the weakness to this boss is
Damn,
fire.
those bombs really helped just
Oh, yeah.
close the gap. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, the key to this Batman pajama is managing your stamina, fire.
Holy fuck, dude. You're just, honestly, you're just fighting a thing of pudding with shields around it, honestly. This fucking boss is just
That's
pudding.
how I think of the elderly, mostly.
Just pudding?
Yeah, with shields around it.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, the pudding definitely does factor in.
Oh, yeah, for real.
I love tapioca. You mother bastard bitch.
Did somebody say Jello?
Jello shots in the elderly home? Alright, you mother bastard bitch.
All old people are just Master
Cody.
Roshi. Get in there, close the gap, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the big
I dropped my glow stick in the pudding. That's literally what this is, dude.
just old people having a rave. The thing about this game that differentiates itself is it's so much more like puzzle oriented than
Sure.
like future titles. All right, guys, come on. Let's keep the script. You know, we rehearse this backstage. Yeah, you'll note that there's like very clear and distinct ways to like you can fight these bosses like normal for sure, but
Sure.
I mean, every boss has like a little secret to it, a little secret sauce.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really cool about this one distinctly. And like this game has a hub world that like, and it kind of has like levels and shit, because like I was telling you about World 1-1, World 1-2, where there's not games that have that same formula and energy. Like it's
Sure.
very different. Like it becomes, as soon as you get to Dark Souls, it's much more like you have a hub world, but you can kind of go whichever way you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
There's more venturing paths.
Yeah, most definitely. And like there's not like a right way to play this game or Dark Souls, where like
That is cool, too.
I feel like in later games, like
Do you feel like Elden Ring just kind of even further expands on that idea of like there's not a right way to play this game?
yes, but it almost does it too much, where it's like claustrophobically open, where it's like you have so many options that it's like, dude, I don't know what to do with my fucking hands.
Oh yeah, it almost feels limiting in a way.
Yeah, it's, I mean, you're only impeded by your own retardation, I would say.
Yeah, dude, it's like, what are the limitations of your Down syndrome?
How steep is your syndrome right now?
Dude.
No, these games are extremely lovely. I definitely look forward to like see how, and this will be like a cool journey too, because like if we do get as far in these games as like I would like to, which is like pretty much fuck it, just play all of them.
Right.
Is like seeing the way the formula evolves over time, and like how these games choose to mix things up, and I don't know. There's something very special and unique about each and every one of these.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to getting through them, man.
Great weapon. We'll just
Very, very cool.
we'll just do the same thing that we had earlier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then we'll get some levels, and then
So let me ask you this,
please.
and
Oh,
I
right.
mean, feel free to chew on
We have
this.
to talk to the little Chinese boy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Make me some Converse.
Feel free to chew on this.
Okay.
Where do you think you go if you're from software from Elden Ring? Where do you go beyond that? Elden Ring 2?
No. I feel like it has to be. I mean, you could have said this about Dark Souls, like when that initially finished. Because I've said on the channel once before where Miyazaki was saying it's just like, you know, Elden Ring was great. I loved what it did, but it wasn't quite my perfect game.
Okay.
And it just like leaves that room.
Is it meant to be a one-off, or do you think that he meant that as in like we need to make a sequel to kind of polish this even further? And
Me personally, I hope it was a one-off. Not that there was anything wrong with it, not that I do necessarily anything different, but I don't know, like they've had so many games modeled like this. I would be interested to see what like they could do if they just let their wings spread a little bit, which all the more love to FromSoft is that they
Right.
have their successful games in these types of games, but they weren't afraid to come back to Armored Core.
Yeah. No, I thought that was cool. Yeah.
And they were like, did Armored Core sell as well as the Souls games? No, but
No.
they were open as like, oh hey, this was very successful as far as we're concerned. Like,
And they're passionate about it. I mean, I respect the idea that they're like, we don't really care about sales all that much. It's just what we're passionate about and what we want to do. It's like,
most definitely, like,
respect.
I mean, so many companies would, like, especially in the AAA scene, would come forward and be like, yo, if it didn't sell, like, if we didn't quadruple what we put into the game, it was a failure. No
Yeah.
Tony Hawk 3+4, by the way.
Dude.
No Dead Space 2, by the way.
I know. Fuck.
And I'm just like, dude, like, as far as I'm concerned, those games were a success, but yet you've had these games succeed in front of your very eyes, and you're not choosing to capitalize on those because you didn't feel as if you got as much out from those games coming.
Or
that
they
you
do
wanted.
things to manipulate something that's already good in by like exploiting their audience for money. I mean,
Yeah,
fuck, dude. I
we
feel
can't
like
monetize the shit out of this game.
exactly, dude. That's my biggest issue with Activision and EA right now. It's like for example, the newest Call of Duty. I mean, a lot of people are on a mixed bag with it. Some people think it's great. Some people think it's shit. Every year it's the same. Every year you have the same amount of people that do that. I actually think it's one of the best Call of Duties in a long time. Probably since 2019. I've been really enjoying it. It's just sad that you get something like that and you become hesitant on where they continue to go from there with that game. It's like, are they going to start putting shit in here to make it bullshit with monetization and, you know, ruining it with like season passes, or, you know, is this game only going to be good for like a month or two like previous Call of Duties? It's like, it sucks that you have to think about that, and people, they can't just let the game breathe and people just enjoying the game, you know, like instead of putting, you know, items in there that people can use real money on to buy that won't break the game. It's like, well, if you want this dope, we've talked about this extensively, but, you know, we'll put this goddamn fucking gun in the game that, you know, just is broken and ruins the meta.
Yeah, out of what I heard, and this was just me talking to Troy, is that this the 74 is really good, and that's like the only like standout weapon as far as like all that's concerned. Like, if you're going to add a weapon, and you've said this, just make it free. Don't include it in a battle pass. Give everyone access to it all at once.
Yeah.
I think, man, yeah, tying anything like transaction-wise to your gameplay, like, that should just not be in your formula. I'll let you spend the points however you so choose.
Well, I was looking, what was that item that we found earlier?
You have to break your legs first. It was just up above, and actually, is that it right there? Straight ahead? That little white speck?
Yeah, I see it. I don't know.